Yeah, I mean, there's some frustration just because a lot of the stuff that we were doing tonight just wasn't characteristic. We got stagnant. We had 16 turnovers that I don't even know how many points it led to. Second chance, like it led to a lot of points for them. And playing against a team that's scrappy, Nat is a fiery, scrappy person, so that's how her team plays. And so when you're doing that against them, they're being aggressive. It's going to always favor the team that's more aggressive than the stagnant team. So, yeah, disappointed, but proud of the way that we just didn't give in. These are early tests for us. When you're on the road and things get difficult, how are you going to respond? And I'm proud of the way that we at least fought back.
Thank you.
Michelle,
As right here, Michelle Smith, the next. Can you talk a little bit about the atmosphere tonight and in the environment in the arena? This is obviously a new building for the league, and how you think it impacted you or what the reaction was from your team.
Yeah, I think we obviously know playing on the road is difficult, and we've seen the games where the Valkyries fans show up, whether it's 18, 19,000 fans, and so we knew it was gonna be their sixth man on the court tonight. And so just being able to mentally prepare for that. I think in times like that, we have to stay connected on the court. And we do, I think, as AC said, just being able to come back in the third and fourth quarter, but just knowing like that's going to be the atmosphere from the jump. And so starting the game a little bit better.
For either one of you, how were the Valkyries able to dominate so much in the paint, given they were an undersized team, but they had a 2-to-1 ratio?
Yeah, I mean, I think just energy. Obviously, like I said, we didn't come out strong in the first quarter. Took us a bit to get back, but I think that's just something, as AC said, is uncharacteristic of us. They are undersized, but I think when they come together as a team, it's hard to kind of counter that. So I just think we have to be better. I think we know who we are as a team, and so just taking one step at a time.
all right, Jeff, we'll go to you on Zoom.
Yeah, for AC, just I guess talk about how their zone defense kind of affected you guys, kind of took you out of what you wanted to do.
Yeah, their zone is an aggressive zone, and I think that's where we got a little bit stagnant. We started second guessing things, and they're a team that once you put the ball on the floor, they come and attack. And so, they were able to disrupt early, and I think that, made us put us on our heels a little bit to where we were second guessing our decisions. Where, the other night we were thinking we were just moving the ball and making cuts and reads, and I think we got away from that a little bit tonight. So definitely something we're going to look at and make sure that we do a better job of moving forward.
Michelle, go ahead.
AC, for you, how much is familiarity, obviously by scout, but this isn't a team you've played a million times. I mean, there are people who've been playing together in a different way. How much is that a challenge for you all to play a team that you just don't know a lot about?
Yeah, that's where preparation comes into play. And, I don't think we were underprepared by any means. And like you said, you have players that we're familiar with, but these players, for other teams and franchises play different roles, so being able to see how they operate now in this new system under this new coach, the way they're taking on. I mean, you look at Kayla Thornton, and she was an important piece in New York and what she did, but her role here is completely different. So you're just seeing, I think, a different version of these players than what we're used to. But these games, it's this now we have an idea, of the type of the way that they like to play. And so just making sure that as we move forward, just having a better understanding of that.
Jordan, we'll go to you next on Zoom.
Hey ladies, Jordan from Television Sports. So this is not related to the game, but it was announced earlier today that Sue Bird, along with Sylvia Fowles and everyone else, got inducted into the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. So you both played with her at some point in you guys' career. So just talk about your thoughts on that and your favorite moments from playing alongside her.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was inevitable. So obviously just for me to be able to say I've played with Sue, I think it's obviously not something everyone can say. And I think some of my greatest moments were obviously on the court, but off the court as well. I think just her ability to impact a player, a person in the simplest of ways. And I think just being able to look up to her too, I think kind of picking her brain a little bit. She kind of started out not always the loudest in the room, but she obviously grew into the leader that she was. And so I think just being able to kind of translate that into my game. Obviously, I'm not the loudest in the room, but just getting to know people on an individual level and leading in that way is something that I really took from Sue. But yeah, just congrats to Sue, congrats to Sil as well.
Yeah, congrats, Birdie. That's amazing. Yeah, Sue's somebody that, I mean, she just embodies leadership, and she just embodies a champion. Everything that she does, from how she prepares for games, what she does off the court in her everyday life. So it was awesome being able to play with her for so long and learn from her, win alongside her. And so, I mean, it's more than deserving, and this is exciting, to see our greats being recognized and getting their flowers. And to be able to celebrate that. She's a legend of this game. So to be able to see that and know, that we played alongside her is pretty awesome. So congrats, Birdie.
All right, Christian, we'll go to you next on Zoom.
Yes, my question's for the both of you. Just kind of wondering, like, what went into the rebounding advantage for Golden State? I mean, this is kind of one of the first times Seattle has had 20 rebounds in about 20 years. Just kind of wondering what you saw on the court there.
They just probably rebounded a lot more of our misses.
All right, next we'll go to Andrew on Zoom. Final question.
Thanks, Michaela. First for you, Ezzy, can you just talk about AC's play tonight, with how she's looking like she's in her 20s, with how she's playing tonight? And AC, just if you had a word with Natalie after the game and how you want to get her back next time. First for you, Ezzy.
Yeah, I think I'm just so grateful to be able to get to play with AC again. And obviously tonight she had a huge impact, stats wise, but I think that's AC every single game. Like no matter what it shows on the score sheet, she's always in our ears. She's always talking. She always, sees the next actions before we do. So, she came up big for us in the comeback and hit some big shots for us. But that's AC day in and day out. So yeah, just I love playing with you.
Playing with you, Anthony.
But yeah, just really proud of her.